Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I have finally pulled out my antique and vintage blue and white collection that I obtained through home consignment stores, thrifting, either it be Goodwill, home consignment stores, Faith Homes, the retail store, hospice, Habitat for Humanity. I also acquired the bulk of these pieces from estate sales. This collection started about 4 years ago during COVID. I was trying to find some pieces that I could become a collector of. At first started out with teacups and transitioned into the blue and white pottery. I wanted the antique and vintage pieces because of course they held their value and also increased in value. As you can see with some of this, I have all shapes and sizes, and I can't wait to go over this with you. This is only my blue and white collection, my antique and vintage. I've already showed you my more modern pieces that I obtained from retail stores of today, such as Home Goods, Ross, TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobby, Old Time Country Pottery Store. But these are dear to me, and I'm gonna store them in my bedroom on a bookshelf, and I'm gonna show you guys how I styled it. But this is gonna be something unique, so please watch it. I hope you can just grab something to eat, something to drink, and watch it, because I actually did a lot of homework on some of these pieces. They are from Denmark, Holland, England, China, Japan, and I've done a little bit of my research. Some of them have stamps at the back, some have no stamps at the back, and of course those I can't tell you much of a history, but I definitely can show you the hand painted patterns. I could show you the ones that was manufactured patterns. But when I tell you this is an elegant and timeless collection, not just mine, these are just what attracted me as I seen them in the store, and they were also the ones that I could afford. Of course, there are several pieces that are so unique and rare. I was not into the collection that much to invest in those pieces, and I have pretty much stopped acquiring pieces. If I see animals, um, regardless whether it's vintage, modern, or antique, regardless of, I don't even look at the stamp at the back, at the bottom. I don't even look for those stamps. But when I was acquiring this, I was looking for the stamp, and if they don't have a stamp, I just like the shape of the piece, and I like the color. I like more of the darker cobalt blue and white than the lighter ones. But let's get started. I don't know where to begin because I have my little notes, guys. So we're gonna start with my two smaller, more popular pieces if you're going to get into this collection. We're gonna turn my camera this way. Today is not about me. Today it's about these pieces. And so that's why I have my camera turned this way. And let's get started. These pieces I'm about to show you is by Delft, DLFT in Holland. I only have two pieces. Delft originated around the 1600s. they continue to produce these pieces, and it is considered Chinese porcelain. I have here a heart box, and this is the windmill pattern. It is stamped with the blue deft, and it says Holland as well. And so this can be used, I'm just going to display these, and we'll do a decorate with me, or I probably already have them styled on this bookcase that I got from Ashley Furniture. It retailed for $2.99, and I looked up and got it for $117, and I got it just for a displaying my blue and white. I also have a china cabinet that I acquired from a thrift store, and it has that oak finish, and I am looking to spray paint that or paint it, and I'm just not sure what color. And that is also a place where I will uh, store my collection. I have all of this cleaned. I used the Miracle Wipes Heavy Duty Cleaning Wipes. They have a texture on one side and smooth on the other side. If you have true blue and white, nothing is going to take away from this print. These are baked, fired with glaze, and they pretty much can be wiped with anything. Of course, you don't want to use any scouring pads. But back to this collection. Let's get started. Deft, and this is a little heart trinket box. I'm not going to store anything in it. If anything, I would love to collect more pieces of this, but Deft is very popular and can get very expensive. These are one of the more inexpensive pieces, as you can see, and it has the windmill pattern. I have one little shoe by Deft, and they make lots of these shoes in different sizes. As you can see, it is stamped. Let's see, with Deft and Holland, and it says it's hand painted. This also has the windmill and the word Holland on the shoe as well. I would love to get more of these shoes. Okay, the next piece we're going to talk about is I'm trying to go with my notes as well. Okay, I see something I can talk about. I have 4 plates, all of the same pattern. Don't you love to hear that noise? Okay, this is a pattern. Let's see if I can get it turned correctly. This is what it looks like, and let's see what it says on the back. I'm gonna have to look at one. I'm not able to see on my camera. Yes, the double phoenix ironstone Ming tree, Japan. Detergent proof and oven proof. I am probably going to put these on the wall, but this is the double phoenix ironstone, Japan, and it's produced by Nikko, Nikko. It means daylight. It was founded in 1908 in Kanazawa, Ishikawa, by Lord Maida and the local nobles. The company is still in business today, and it is a known market leader in fine bone china products. The Ming tree. I have 4 of these squared plates, and look at what they had on them when I bought them. They already had this adhesive plate holder. I lifted one up. The plate has no stamps on the back. I love this pattern with the bird. I have 4 of these plates. This is another one with the birds. This is another one with some beautiful floor pattern. And this has a lighter blue and white, but we're loving that. And they all had this adhesive plate hanger. So I probably will hang these instead of using a plate holder. Now we're going to get into this teapot. So cute. I will not be using this to serve. I may do some tablescapes with it. As you can see, the gold trim. Now let's get this top off, and we're going to show you. This is Antique Reflections, and I really needed me a magnifying glass, but I think that's S. Gottinger Company. Loving the roses on it. And this was probably sold in department stores such as Belk's or J.C. Penney's. I couldn't find much information on it, but it seems in this collection that is my only teapot, guys. Okay, now we're gonna get into let's see. Okay, now we're gonna get into these 2 coffee mugs. I acquired these from an estate sale, I remember. And this pattern is called Hayride Blue. On the bottom, it just says England. See if I can get that for you. Which one? Okay. This one you probably can see it better. Made in at the top and England is at the bottom. No stamps. But I love the pattern. So I looked online, and the Hayride Blue is by Royal Stratford. You can still obtain these pieces. It is a discontinued pattern made in England. When I looked it up, 1 coffee cup can go for $20 with no imperfection or chips. And Royal Stratford still has replacements available. They had 20 in stock. This one has a chip on it. I'm not looking to sell it, but this one has no imperfections at all. This is just a simple blue cross. No stamps on the back. I just loved it because it was cobalt blue and love the detail. This one I was unable to get any information on. I'm not sure what it was used for in the past, but again, I am just storing this as a collection. The glazing is on the inside and outside, and you normally don't see that. I love the pattern of this, and I pretty much think that this is probably my more expensive piece because look at this stamp. If anyone can speak this language, please comment down below and give me some details onto what it says. And if you do some research, let me know what I have, because this is the only piece I have that has this type of stamp that I cannot read. um, this will be cute for jewelry. This will be cute for just displaying, which is what I'm going to do, and I love it. And this has more of a grayer tone than white background, and this is the only piece that I have like that. So I think this is probably one of my most rare pieces that I will never part with. Here is a teacup without the saucer. And let's see. If there was any markings on the bottom, they've been washed away. So if anyone, and I've tried to get this out, scrubbing with those wipes, and no luck. So maybe it was something that I don't think it was baked on originally, but maybe it was the other owners. I was unable to get it off, and I didn't want to scrub it off or pick it off. I may have cracked the entire thing. I love this pattern, and this is the only one I have of this, and no saucer. Again, you can see the birds and the trees. Looks like bonsai trees. You can see the villages, and that's what I love about it. It's such a conversational piece. If someone was to come over your home, you could show them your blue and white collection, and they could just admire the detail, whether it was hand painted or mass produced. You guys are gonna love this one. Look at this. This is a picture vase, but look at the details. Look at the angel. It's like an entire angel family, and they're just conversating around, and who knows what they're discussing. You have children, angels playing trumpets, angel soldier. This may be the leader of the angels. Oh my goodness, look at that. I couldn't find this piece anywhere online. Either I did not know how to describe it for the search engine to find it. So if anyone else has this piece, let me know more about it in the comment section. It seemed like this was one of the owners, but it does have a stamp, China Hut Fine Porcelain. I can't read the rest of it. I cleaned it the best I can, but oh my goodness, and tried to clean the inside as best I can with those wipes. But this is another piece that I will never part with. It really has to be the right price. But I probably won't, because I mean, it's the details. It was the details for me. Okay. I have a blue and white gravy boat. Again, I am not using these for eating. Just showing you this collection. It will be stored in a bedroom. It cleaned up so well. And look at that. Nothing. But if you are a blue and white collector, you could care less about the stamp at the bottom. I can't tell you guys whether this is mass produced. And even if it's mass produced, it's still probably by a company that is just so experienced in the production of this pottery. Beautiful. Look at the pattern. I can do a florals. I could do florals in here. It could be useful for cotton balls, Q-tips, but I'm gonna just display it in the china cabinet and that bookcase. Okay. I have 2 chicken terrines. Look at that. Chicken and hen terrine. I do have a stamp on it. It just says China Blue Fine Porcelain. And it's exclusively for Seymour Mann, M-A-N-N. I was able to find this online. It was going for $38. This would be beautiful for an Easter tablescape. The company was founded in 1946. And they specialize in importing from Europe and Japan. This will not be, this can be used for tablescapes, but again, this is my blue and white vintage collection. My other chicken terrine. Look at that. Look at this cobalt blue. The tail, the details, the 2-tone, maybe even 3 blues, the trim work, cleaned up well. Made in China, Ashley Bells. I was able to look this up as well. And let me see what I found with the Ashley Bells. If I found anything. I was able to find this chicken online as well. But it is considered a vintage piece. I just love having a collection that I could Google about. Okay. Now, these are 2 teacup and saucers. I have 2 of them. And it has a stamp and a number on the back. This is by Royal Copenhagen. The pattern is called Blue Flowers, number 8046, hand painted. And this design is one of the oldest and best loved patterns used by Royal Copenhagen of Denmark. This is what the saucer looks like. It is also marked Royal Copenhagen, Denmark, pattern number 8046, as well as this teacup, Royal Copenhagen, Denmark, pattern number 8046. And I have 2 of these. I only have 1 of these. And again, I'm not stopping to say where I acquired it from because I may be incorrect. But again, thrift stores, antique thrift stores, estate sales. So this I only have 1 of, no saucer. I loved the pattern. And I forgot the prices of them. Again, I've been collecting this for 4 years. just when I'm out and about, or sometimes I just go out for the hunt of it. And look at this, it's just beautiful. Anyone knows this pattern, comment down below if you know any of these patterns. If you collect teacups, blue and white, this collection is going to fall under a lot of collectors communities. Teacups, blue and white antique, blue and white vintage, just blue and white lovers, Royal Copenhagen, rare pieces. But if you know anything about any of this, please comment down below. If you know someone who has lots of knowledge about some of the pieces I have, send them this video and hopefully they could comment and help me obtain more wisdom on what I really have. We're going to get into a few plates now. This one is, see if we have a stamp. It just says England, which is good. England, Holland, Delft, made in Japan. Markings you can't even read. You have a antique, vintage, rare piece. This one I was able to find online. I just Googled courthouse blue and white plates, and I was able to find, no, I was not able to find this particular pattern, but being from England and being this beautiful, deep, rich cobalt blue, I wasn't going to pass it up. There's another piece that I forgot to show you guys that was on the couch in the beginning. The egg. I would love to broaden my blue and white pieces to having larger or smaller eggs. It doesn't have to be the same scene. This has no stamps, writings on the back, but I got those 2 marks. Anyone familiar with this egg? Anyone want to part with larger or smaller eggs? Comment down below. But I could definitely increase this piece. If I see a blue and white egg, modern, vintage, antique, yard sale, thrift stores, I'm getting it. Even though I'm not in the market for any more blue and white, some pieces I will treat myself to. I would definitely build on these eggs. I would build on my Delft shoes, just the shoes if I see any. And I would definitely build on any pieces that have these angels. But this, again, this would be great for an Easter tablescape along with the hens. Okay, we are almost done. This is not particularly the blue and white collection, but this is a cobalt blue Chinoiserie pattern I obtained from my mother years ago. Really no stamp on the bottom. Oh my goodness, I have to be more careful. I knew it was a good idea to try to do this video this way and not just having me in it, but I don't want to break anything or cause any chips. Love this pattern. Just wanted to put this into this collection. Okay. I have 6 of these plates. I didn't clean them. But I have 6 of these plates. And I do have history. A little history lesson for you guys. On this pattern. This is, let's see. I have my notes I'm looking for, guys. Okay. This is, and look at my notes. I wish I had my iPad to the side and I would have been opening different pages, but I don't. This is called the Coaching Scene, made in England by the Johnson Brothers, Ironstone. And before I give you much more history lesson, let's just get into this pattern. That middle of the plate lets you know that is a stagecoach in the horses. On the back, we have everything I just told you. Now look at those stamps. Johnson Brothers, Manley or Hanley, I can't see upside down, LTD, Stone on Trent, England, Coaching Scenes. I could definitely pick up another plate. I have 6 of these plates. I had 7, but I gave 1 away. I think I'm going to put these on the wall in some type of plate pattern. And this would be a collection I would build on, but dinner plates only, just to maybe do half the top of a wall. Made in England, dishwasher safe, and it's ironstone as well. And I have 6 of these dinner plates. And I think I'm going to put 5 on the wall for now. And I am going to put, and I have 1 bowl and 1 small plate. I'm not sure what that's for. I am probably going to just display that on the bookcase. Maybe 1 in a stand and the other 2 plates in the front. Unless I find more stands that I could display these 3 together. But that's what I would love to display it together. But that would be hiding this scene. But the scenes on this plate, see that? But on these 2 bowls, you get a different scene. But it's still coaching scenes because it has an S on the scenes. So I have 3 different coaching scenes on these 3 dishes that I have. This is from the back, the front, in the larger pattern, and this is coming from a different direction. Okay, we are down to my last 2 pieces. This is by Pandora Sedan Ware, Soho Pottery, England. I only have 1 of these, and I had to read the back. Love this pattern. Got it for the cobalt blue. I love the pattern on it. Great to use beside your nightstand. I may display this on a nightstand, or if I have any small plate holder, I may display that. I think these are not my last 2 pieces. I actually had 4 more pieces to show you guys. This is another plate that I was attracted to, loving the deep, rich cobalt blue. And this is one that just have this stamp on the bottom. So anyone knows anything about that, if that really is a word or a language, let me know. Again, we're almost done, so don't forget to share this video to someone who has more knowledge and expertise, and they can also comment and let me know what I really have. I don't think I showed you guys this. Nope, I did not. I have two pieces by Andrea by Sadiq. It is has this um, a little gold detail that says, paper that says Andrea by Sadiq, but it also has that writing. I looked up this company. Don't let that fool you because it has that little, it's probably mass produced. But I looked up that company and let's see what I got. It's a willow pattern, late 20th century, made in Japan, and this plate went for $65. It is called, was this the one? They considered it being vintage, and they consider this a bowl. And look at the details on the sides. And they consider this a bowl, and this is called River Scene. The pattern is called River Scene, and it has scallop edging, and it's porcelain. And when I looked it up, someone have it listed for $65. I'm gonna use that in a plate holder. This is the plate holder I have, and I'm gonna use that in a plate holder. It holds it pretty good. My last piece, and I have a few plate holders. If you see any of these plate holders and you get into this collection, if you see these, you could probably get these to $1 to $2, but they will get gone quick at a thrift store. Hospice, Habitat for Humanity retail stores, Goodwill, Salvation Army, plate holders. If you get into this collection and you want to display your plates, they're vintage, they're antique as well, instead of buying everything off Amazon. I even have a brass one, plate holder for, and I love how that porcelain sounds, that sound of it. I even have this little brass plate holder, and that's where I had the county courthouse plates. Definitely going to be displayed on that bookcase. And my last piece is a squared and Andrea by Sadiq, made in Japan. I have that gold label, and I also have the stamp. Anyone know this language or what this stamp means? This is called a willow platter, late 20th century, listed for $65, made in Japan, and it is also a river scene. Squared scallop edges, details around the sides, each side. This is why I love this collection. It's the details. It's the conversation. I'm able to Google it and find it, and definitely have an eBay and Pinterest. Definitely have an eBay or Pinterest. Someone trying to resell it. And these are my little notes. This is how much detail I wanted to give you, some history and some background, and definitely tell you why I love this collection. I wish I had I'm using my phone. I wish I had a computer where I could have insert some of this history, or at least the names of the companies, or at least a picture of the stamp in the corner. I'm going to get there, guys. I'm going to get there. If I do an update of this collection, or if I do a video of me styling it, I am definitely going to see. Y'all see, I can tell I love blue. Look at that. That's my sectional. And look at that rug. And that was the rest of my collection as well. And so thank you guys for watching. I hope you stayed through the entire video. If not, I hope you paused it and you'll come back to it. Look in your history. It'll be right there of what you most recently watched. Thank you guys for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting, forwarding, sharing it, because I really would love for someone to tell me about some of these pieces that I am not that knowledgeable about. And that is why I collect the blue and white Chinoiserie, blue and white porcelain, vintage, antique, modern. It doesn't matter. I still will build on these eggs if I find them. That'll be a whole nother collection. I love my 2 chickens, but I'm not interested in building on it. I would love to build on these pictures if I can find it bigger, just 2 of them. I will build on my deaf shoes if I see them. And that would be probably it. Um, so thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and support my channel. I have my subscribers, thank you so much, but I do not have the watch time hours. So I didn't intentionally try to make this video long, but anytime you're trying to do a little history lesson and you're just showing a collection, you're gonna have a lot to say. Thanks again, bye-bye.